Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a high honor.
Yeah.
So,
Man, what is that? Horsehide?
what you talking about there?
The leather jacket?
You know what? I couldn't tell you. I'll send you a message later. So we like to keep these things short and sweet. So, what I'll do is I'll take the video and I'll post it to all my socials, and then the Rugged Revival they'll take their socials and take the video, and then they'll take the audio and stream it to all their services.
Yeah, whatever. That sounds cool. I'm not trying to fucking adjust the stupid ass thing. There we go. Yeah.
Let's just get down to it, man. You threw me on the floor.
I threw you on the floor, bro. You gotta give me. Couldn't find anywhere. I'm in New Mexico right now. I couldn't find anywhere to put this damn thing up. So there you go.
You look good. You sound good.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So where you at in DC?
Yeah, I'm just outside of DC. I'm in Arlington. I'm sitting in the lobby of my salon right now.
Oh, nice.
Tell me a little bit about what you're wearing. You said you picked up some new threads.
Oh, yeah, I got like this old like dress Western jacket,
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
we will call it. And then just like 517s, Wrangler, turquoise. Oh, I got these bad boys too. They're like iguanas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, let's give the kids what they want. So, what year were you born and where did you grow up?
1974. I was born in upstate New York, like around Buffalo, Rochester area. I never grew up there though, really. We moved out to Phoenix. And I grew up a lot of my like younger years in Phoenix. Then ended up back in New York and New York City, So I went to high school in Apache Junction, Arizona. The little high school I went to. I started going to jail when I was like fucking 13. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in DOC. And then when I got out, they thought maybe it'd be a good idea to go back to New York. So.
That sounds good. So if think back, who was your first fashion icon?
Man, I think, I was thinking about that, and it'd be like Swan from the Warriors, or Bo and Luke Duke. I always like anything that was like really just kind of on the edge. You know what I mean? I got into rock really young, before it was cool, and so anything like that. But I've always loved country and western, and that whole decal. So, but yeah, probably Swan. The Dukes of Hazzard. That's the farthest thing I can remember when I was a little kid of just watching these dudes every day and thinking that their style was so sick. But
Yeah, I think it all kind of comes full circle, like the punk rock stuff, the outlaw country stuff, it all kind of pulls together.
Yeah, as a kid, I was taking guitar lessons at a place called Kovacs Corner, and it was all country dudes, and these were the same kind of guys that were, it was the same venues that were holding punk rock shows. You know what I mean? There was definitely like this, little bit of a mix, maybe not with the older guys, but definitely with the younger.
Well, I mean, that's the Ramones, right? They got their start in a cowboy and bluegrass bar.
Yeah, see,
that's right. So you still obviously pull a lot from those inspirations. Who would you say is your current fashion icon?
I mean, right now, man, it would be, like Robert Redford. I've really been into Robert Duvall lately. I do acting too, and like watching his old movies like Tender Mercies and stuff like that. Just the style those dudes had. Talons Van Zandt. Gary Clark, Steve Earle. Like that whole 70s outlaw country movement. I like a lot of French New Wave stuff too. Like, Jean-Paul Bardeau and stuff like that. I get a lot of stuff out of that too. You know,
Nice.
it's just cool aesthetics, man, and their attitudes, and just the rebellion that those guys like. It wasn't something they were trying to do; it was something that they were.
Yeah.
There's an authenticity to it, to the style. It's like, and I think that's the big thing with any of it, man. It's like, you know, I accidentally fell into that fucking business. I wasn't trying to be a model or get into this stuff. It just kind of came to me, and I think it was through that. I see a lot of people. The clothes wear them; they don't wear the clothes. You know what I mean? And I think like you can't constrive an identity or a look. You know what I mean? Either you are it or you're not. You embody it or you don't. You know. And I think a lot of who you are comes into what you wear.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
Yeah.
I think people can read authenticity, and people like feeling like they're part of something too.
100%. That's what everybody sees, man. They may know it, and they're like, I don't know about this, like whatever. And what it is generally it's unauthentic. I do a lot of speaking engagements too, man. And if I'm not living on my current experience, man, or what's going on right now, and I'm trying to live off something that I did a year ago or a couple years ago and repeat something because I just haven't been in it, you know, it just comes up. I don't think I sound right. I don't think I'm moving right. It sounds different because I'm not moving on my current experience with what's going on.
Right.
So yeah.
So what was your first modeling/acting gig?
Oh, well, I still do that shit, man. It was funny. Um, I was just in New York, man. I was like in the punk rock scene and stuff, and you know, we were selling drugs, and we were selling drugs to all the model guys, man, and the designers. We didn't really know who they were. You know what I mean? They were just like, like kind of clients that became friends. We all hung out together, man, and uh, and we ended up befriending Shane Oliver. You know, And I don't really know who he was or what he did, but then this one guy calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I want you to go to this address and go for this casting call." And I'm like, I don't, what? Like, I don't know if I'm really. He's like, "Just do it." And at that time, man, I was in a place which I'm a little more selective now, but I was just saying yes to everything, man. I wasn't letting any opportunities pass me by because of old beliefs or old ideals. You know what I mean? That I thought I needed to live by. So I was just, what are we gonna do? I'll pull up. What is it? Let's check it out.
Right.
And I pulled up there. They put some high fashion stuff on me, and then they tell me to go to this other location. I go to this other location, man. I walk in this long fucking white hallway with these pictures. And at the end of the hallway is this black dude with like this crazy hair and a headset. It was like out of the movies, man. There's nobody anywhere. Like this like androgynous dude. And he's like, "Oh yeah, go through these doors." And I walk through the doors, man, and there's like 300 fucking androgynous 18, to 21-year-old kids, man, some younger, just the total model. And here I am, I was fucking 39, dude, and I'm wearing engineer boots, and I'm like, what am I doing here, man? And they're like, "Hey, where's your card?" And I'm like, "I don't have a card." Like, she had, from your agency and stuff like that. So I'm standing there, man, and I'm honestly about to leave. I'm like, I'm looking around, like, the fuck am I doing here? And then these two French dudes come walking, and they're obviously somebody important, man, because they're like giving kisses to everybody. We. And then they walk by me, they stop and they look, and they're like, "Dutch?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Come with us." And they bring me to the front, and they bring me in there, and there's just all these girls get naked, dudes get naked, throwing on like high heels and crazy shit. And my friend, he gave me the best advice I ever had in doing this, man. He goes, "Hey, look, when you do the walk, because it's a mock walk to see if they want you to show. When you do it, walk like you're going to stab somebody." And I was like, "All right, I can do that." And they They asked me like these high heel boots and a rain jacket that was like a skirt. You know what I mean? Came down like, I mean, it was wild. And I just walked like I was fucking dead face, like fucking let me kill you. And I remember Shane and these other people were there, and they were just like, "What?" So they called me back and they put me on the show. It was Helmut Lang, and I did the walk, whatever, and got out of there. And buddy, my Jake Boyles was doing it too. And I kind of like at the end, it's like, "All right, man, give us a close. See you later. Send you the money. Blah blah blah." So I walk around. He's in the front of the building, man. Right? He's off of Broadway, East Broadway. I walk to the front, and there's all the people. It's like Kate Moss, all these motherfuckers. And then this dude comes up to me, and he was like, "Yo, man, I thought you were all out there. Like you have authenticity, man. Like, dude." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Who's your agency?" I'm like, "I don't have any agency, man. It's the first thing I ever done." And I don't really know who this dude is. He's like, "Well, I'm not an agent, but I think I could help you." He's like, "You should really consider acting." And it was this dude, Jay Star, and he's on like Entertainment Tonight and all this other shit. And I had no idea who he was. He goes, "Look, let me give you my number, and I'll see if I can help you." And I'm like, "All right." And I'm like, "Well, what do you do?" And he's like, "I set up the Oscars and the Emmys. I do all." He was like this big dude, and that was the first time I ever considered acting. And then that next day, I'm on the cover of Vogue magazine, man. I'm on GQ. I'm all over the fucking internet, man. And I'm having to hop the subway because I don't have money for it. You know what I mean? And I started getting calls from everybody. And then I'm doing all this shit. I was the first. The reason why is I was the first, runway model, like whatever, high-end model that was covered in tattoos.
Right.
Like, there weren't any at that time. There were people that had some tattoos, but not like me.
Right.
And there was tons of designers and brands that were wanting to do that, but they kept getting shut down and people were too scared. It seems like America was the last one to kind of get on that train.
Mhm.
So once that happened, it opened the doors, and I happened to be the dude. So they were just grabbing me and I was hot shit for about 9 months until they found fucking 6 other dudes that looked like me. You know what I mean? So but it got me in acting. You know what I mean? It's like the first thing I did was a Casualties video, man. It's my friends, they have this punk band, and we were down in Texas, and David and Jake hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, man, we rented out this abandoned prison, man. Why don't you come and fucking play this dude? It's about police brutality. It's a song 1312." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, man." So we get there. It's the middle of summer in Texas in an abandoned prison, hot as fuck. And I'm getting my ass beat by the police all day long. It was awesome, But that was the first thing I did. And it's the same thing. Now I went out and people were like, "Yo, you were believable, man." And then one thing led to another. And I've been doing movies for like the past 4 years. I'm in the middle of filming one right now in
Well,
New York.
that was my introduction to you. The Casualties actually started the band hair thing that I do. They were my first clients.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love those guys, man. I'm a diehard for life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been knowing, wow, dude, since 1990, in New York. I remember when they first started. I remember like the first couple shows. That's fucking Jorge, dude. He would say the craziest shit, man. Like, 'cause I was kind of like a crusty punk, living in
Yeah,
spots, and I was part of like the Nausea crew and stuff. But I was very much into like, Cockney Rejects, Blitz. I mean, we all were. It was kind of one thing back then.
right.
I remember Jorge, I'd walk up or he'd come up and he would say some crazy shit like, "We don't have dreadlocks where I come from. We just have big panic hair."
I love that.
So, yeah, those guys are great. And Dave Rodriguez, man, he was a good buddy of mine. I toured with him and the Crom Bombs. I mean, me and that dude have some history, but when I had a major relapse, man, he's the one that got me back out, to New York, and it was a big part of me getting sober again, man.
Yeah, that's a good crew, man. I haven't seen them in a couple years. They haven't really hit the DC area in a little while, but hopefully we'll see them again soon.
Yeah.
So I have a question I wanted to slip in there. What's your favorite Manson album?
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah,
Oh shit. I don't know. I just got like songs, man. I mean, he's just kind of a buddy, of a buddy. And I like Beautiful People, Dope Show. You know, I like all of that stuff. I just now listened to some of his new stuff, and it was good. We went and seen him, and hung out with him the other night. I mean, dude's doing great, man. It was one of the best shows I ever seen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was phenomenal, man. It was in a big ass club too. It was in an arena.
Oh, that's awesome.
Uh, and it was kind of surreal because, you know, we came in through the back and I'm walking through there. Dutch, he's my friend Brian, right? He's their tour manager from Austin. He started out tour managing for like Riverboat Gamblers, and I think
Oh, wow.
even did the Crumb Bombs and like you know, those bands. He started with those bands. Now he's doing the Who, Blink 182, like, you know, so it was cool seeing him. But we got out there and I was seeing all these kids where it looked like the 90s or something. There's no way they were there in the fucking 90s. And then here's these older people, and I'm like, oh, that's their parents and that's the kids.
Yeah.
It was for Turkey too, so it was like all these cholo fucking goth dudes, man. It was cool. Yeah,
I love that.
cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming to the end of the road here, and I don't want to take up too much more of your time.
You're good, man.
Is there anything you want to plug? You have like anything you can talk about? You have a photo shoot or a movie coming out?
Yeah, I'm getting something together with Wrangler right now, so hopefully doing that, man. Because in all, like, it's funny. People always come up to like, "What's your favorite brand?" Da, da, da. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say like Chrome Hearts or Balenciaga, something like that. And I'm, you know, who do you want to do? And I'm like, I want Wrangler. You know, so
Yeah.
hopefully that comes into fruition. Uh, but I am working on a movie, man, a feature length, and I'm the lead. You know,
Nice.
it's the first one that I'm the full lead in a feature film, and it's like we're making like it's called Bait, but the name might change.
Yeah.
There's a couple other old movies named Bait. But it's like an old '90s New York movie, man. Like Laws of Gravity. We actually have like, you know, Peter Greaves in it. Fucking so it's a lot of people from Uncut Gems. We didn't fucking plan on that, man. But it's New York, you know. And it's like we try to use. We got, you know, big actors in it, but they more have cameos, and we want to use just the community and people that you don't really know. You know what I mean? That are like legends, like Keith Shred. You know, we got him in there, and he's, you know, he's a professional skater. He's my homeboy. He's a lunatic. He's awesome, and he's great. He can act. You know, we got we use this girl Taylor. She's in it, man. Did a phenomenal job, and then, you know, it's a lot of other guys. But it's going to be a great film. It's a guy gets out of prison, you know, tries to change his life, and then it takes a lot of fucking twists and turns, and like, oh shit, at the end, you know. But it's good, yeah. And we're about halfway done with it, you know. So
Okay.
that's
Cool,
what I
man.
got going on right now. As far as that, I'm pretty much just tied up in that, you know. So,
It sounds good. Well, look, man, I'll be the first in line to come and see it.
all right, man. Yeah, that'd be
Well,
cool.
listen, let's chat again soon. Maybe I'll see you at a Desert 5 spot.
Yeah, hold up. I'm working this whole weekend if y'all want to come to Desert 5. Oh, another thing, man, I want to plug these. My
Yeah,
buddy
buddy, yeah.
Chris is actually making the film with me. The new Great Frog Sunnies.
Okay.
Sick, man. They got like a little fucking chain, and they're all gold and silver.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucking outlaw. So
There you go.
all right, man.
Well, thanks for your time, brother.
Yeah,
We'll chat again soon.
all right, man. Hit me up when you come to New York.
You got it. Bye.
Later, boss. Peace.